Welcome all of you to one of the videos of the MOOC performed by the Universitat Politécnica de Madrid that is dealing with digital twins, the common future for infrastructure and cities. We will see today the module 5.3, deploying an on-cloud server. In the previous video, we have seen different parts or entities that are needed to host our collaborative tools in a secure and public server. The server itself, the firewall, to provide accessibility, a network-attached storage device to save data and files, and a switch to connect to those entities. A summary schema with all those elements is provided in this slide. The physical representation of those items are shown in this slide. It must be said that the purchasing cost of the elements is high, and the configuration of the system is also a complex task. Therefore, to achieve an internet deployment of our collaborative tool, for instance, a web page, we need to create the system previously defined. However, there is not an easier way to achieve it. So the answer is clearly yes. Thanks to cloud computing, we can simplify the process a lot. Considering a monthly bill, we can set up our public server with neither physical installation nor hardware purchase. There are many on-cloud suppliers in the marketplace. However, from all of them, three stand out. One of them is Amazon Web Services, the second one is Microsoft Azure, and the third Google Cloud. In this video, we are going to see a summarized process of how to deploy your public server using one of them, Amazon Web Services. Probably you are wondering about how is the tool that AWS provides us for the cloud computing deployment. Either Google, AWS, or Azure provide an online platform in which you must register, following the typical registration process where you will need a username, a password, and email. Depending on the supplier, a card credit number is required for issuing the monthly bills. However, as it is said in previous video, there are many free tiers that allow users to deploy public servers without any cost. Once you are registered, the cloud computing provided by Amazon Web Services count with many tools as the ones that you can see here in the slide. If we want to deploy a public server, free for us to modify parameters and set up according to our necessities, the option is called EC2, also named as instances. In addition, cloud computing suppliers provide many other on-cloud technologies and applications. For instance, we have oriented algorithms for database management, IoT configurations, artificial intelligence tools, or even robotic applications. All of them, we can see them in the slide that you are seeing right now. If an instance option is selected, remember the one referred to create our own cloud server, we will be able to select the location of it. It is always recommended to select a country near to your designed customer traffic area. For instance, if we are developing an online tool or we are collecting data from an IoT device placed in Europe, one of our best options is to select Paris as the server location. We can see in the picture many other options that are available for us. For instance, United States, Asia, or Europe. The process of server deployment is quite easy. We cannot only select the location, but also it is possible to choose the operating system. For instance, Linux, Ubuntu, or Windows servers, among other options. All of them are available to you. Also, it is possible to select different product packages. Each package will be linked with one price, according to the performance of the selected servers. If you are trying to get it as cheap as possible, we might use the free tier or free package that is providing 1 GB of RAM memory. In addition, it is possible to manage storage volumes. This is a great functionality because it's quite flexible. According to your own cloud necessities, it is possible to modify the attached volume to your server, reducing or even increasing the cost along the time according to your process necessities. So it adapts to your needs. Once the server has been set up, the instance will be running and will be possible to access easily to the server, the same way as we will do it if the server was a physical one. Therefore, in a process that can last between 10 or 15 minutes, we have deployed a non-cloud server, totally accessible and fully secure with security measures. While setting up the server, we can select if we want a user interface in the server, or if we are going to work through the consoles. Both possibilities are available in main cloud computer suppliers. Using this technology, the power of cloud hosting is more accessible and even easier to link to our project necessities, whether they are IoT databases, artificial intelligence, or even any other technology or tool that might be required. Thanks all of you for your attention, and we expect to see you in the next video.